Hello, all of you. Just 2 minutes till I do all this setting. One second. Need to keep the live chat on. Hello, all of you. CA inter exams are over, and we decided, and as promised, we will wait for both the groups' exams to be completed, and then we will discuss the paper in detail. Not only discuss, we will solve it in detail so that it's a good practice for those who are writing the exam in May or November 24, as well as even for the CMA students. Because so many questions from here are coming in the CMA exam, and in GST, if you can see from the CMA, it is coming here, right? So let us quickly begin with solving the paper for CA intern November 2023. Now, I tried my best, but I could not locate the MCQs. So if any of you watching now have got the MCQs, you just share it with me on our WhatsApp challenger groups or Telegram, and I will discuss that also. So directly discussing the main part of it, question paper was little lengthy, agreed. But then there were some questions. Tell me one thing, dear students, how was your experience? Did you utilize the 15 minutes reading time to select the question what you are solving? Agreed, question number 1 was lengthy for 14 marks. I will solve now, and let us see how much time we are taking. And but there were some questions like which were like 3 to 4 marks, but then they were very easy. One thing I can say, in professional exam, nothing you can leave. There was a question from salary head, house property and business head was combined, capital gain separate problem, other source separate, clubbing and a set of 7 marks questions, deductions this time, everything they asked about ATG. So always I'm saying the topping on the cream is either ATG or agricultural, non-agricultural income combine and calculate the tax. These are two hot favorites. So this time they have asked ATG in the November 23 exam. Might be the next exam agricultural, non-agricultural or ATC, ATD. And as said, TDS is going to come for minimum 7 to 8 marks. They did ask 7 marks TDS also, right? TDS, TCS also, right? So happy to see the question paper is really good. And dear students, if there is something technical, something tough, then there is something very easy also, which will help you to score marks. Am I right? Is there something very easy? Was there something easy you all have written the exam which will help you to get good marks, right? Yes, of course. Yes, yes. Residential status. Normally the weightage is equal to chapter only. 4 marks to 7 marks, but this time to 3 and 4. 7 marks residential status. It's as good as head of income only. Right? Okay? Chalo. Let us quickly begin with this, and please like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends who are having doubt कि अब क्या करना है. And just in this week, another 2 videos are lined up. One is all the clarifications about the new scheme, especially those who have written one group, what exemption you will get. Another is what should be your plan for the coming 2 months, right? So for this, separate video is made. This is corely to solve the question paper, and every Saturday 11:30 to 12 we are live in Magic of Logic series, wherein one concept which is like doubtful for major students, that I pick up and I solve it in detail. I've solved interest on loan, I've solved dividend, I've solved everything about virtual digital asset. Just click it and is it clear or not? Tell me, right? Chalo. Let us, I'm sharing the screen, and preferably whatever best we can do, we will solve it there only. If not, then we will, some lengthy questions, we can go to the notebook and solve. Okay? Yes, all of you are live with me. Can you comment how you want it to be solved? Like, should we solve it in the sequence? तो फिर सबसे पहले बड़ा question है. Can I say you, dear students, one thing? If you solve 14 marks one question which is lengthy, tell your mind that it will take time, but you will save time in the question number 2 only, where you have to just write yes and no. Are you getting? The same thing I say for costing also. If you are planning to study or revise or in exam write an attempt question for material, labor and overhead, it will take time. Then don't say, ma'am, kitna time ho gaya? Abhi to 3 chapters hue. Suppose you are revising 3 chapters in 3 days. In 1 day, you will revise job, batch, operating costing. Joint product, byproduct, marginal, you can revise. Followed? So please digest this and say this again and again in your mind so that you are at ease when you are preparing. Any other doubts you have relating to this paper that, ma'am, you have solved it like this? Answer is not yet out, dear students. It's just like today is 21st of November. I wanted to solve it immediately after exam, but that's against my principle. No, while the exams are going on, I don't want to communicate and disturb the students. You go in a flow, write all your exams, and now we are discussing this. We will discuss and solve costing paper also, and result is not out yet, the key is not out, so it's just 21st of November, 10 days hardly for this exam. If you feel somewhere you have conflict or doubt, comment below the video. If you feel I have justified solving it, still comment. And if you feel your doubt is lengthy, please communicate with me in Telegram. मुझे भी नहीं आता दोनों हाथ से. I will answer over there with a voice note. Okay, right? Promise? Don't keep any doubts in your mind. कोई doubt छोटा बड़ा नहीं है, doubt है. चलो. Mr. Pramod, this is section part 2 का section A, and let me tell you one thing, dear students, कि this part में question number 1 you have to solve mandatorily. It is a 14 marks question, and then you have choice in question number 2, 3, 4 में जो आपको करने हैं questions. Paper pattern and all we have discussed earlier. Let's make it as crispy and quick without discussing much things. चलें? So this is a 14 marks question, dear students. Compulsory to attempt first, not compulsory. I mean, see, you need to compulsorily attempt it, but zaruri nahi hai ki aap isi se shuru kare. Ma'am, I'm loving this question. This is about residential status and I know it very thoroughly. Can I do this? Yes, you can. Each question number 2 onwards is also of 14 marks. And the best part of the DT is for 14 marks को भी split करते हैं 7 plus 7 marks में 7 को भी split करते हैं 3 और 4 में 3 और 3 and 1 में 1 plus 2 like that, you know. So you have lot of scoring mindsets. Stepwise marks are there. Let us start. Pramod, yeah, one more thing, dear students. I've already sent the PDF in the group. If you're writing CMA exam, but you feel you want to do these level of the questions are really good, and there are 20 days left for your exam, Sarthi videos and rapid revision and ABC analysis, CMA mock test also before the solution has come, we have already solved it. So all that is there, but do take a hard copy printout, then you will justify watching my lectures. If you just sit like that in front of the laptop and mobile and watching, it will not help you, dear students. Okay? Promise? Take a printout. PDF is already there. If you join now and you're not able to scroll up and get the PDF, message me, I'll again put it. Pramod is a resident of 55 years and he furnishes you the following information. Trading, P&L and balance sheet is given. Sales, closing stock, opening stock, GP. Rent from the house property will go to income from house property. Furniture's rent will go to income from other sources. Salary rates and all is there. all the sales are account pay. Means if this person decides to go for 44 AD, presumptive taxation, he should show 6% net profit on the sales, because all the sales is digital. If it is non-digital, he has to show 8% sales. My intention is always to revise the provision. So my every lecture is going to be helpful for sure for any of the upcoming exam you are preparing, CMA, CA, CS. Opening stocks have been overvalued, and same for the closing stock. Oh my God, this adjustment is there in costing, this adjustment is there in accounts in single entry, and this is there in tax, right? So now you have to start with what? 10,46,000. Yes, in business head you have to do add and less. Now when you do add and less, always start with credit side, and I call it kachra. Whatever is not business income and it's a part of this, remove it. Like this. Is this rent from house property part of the net profit? Yes, but it is going to be taxable under second head. Remove it. Rent from furniture, 1,20,000, remove it. Now, on the debit side, nothing to remove right now. You all followed what I'm saying? Now, if opening stock is overvalued, means you have shown over expense. To reduce it, if you reduce the opening stock, what's the impact on profit? Profit will increase. So add 15,000. Closing stock is also overvalued. Higher the closing stock, higher the GP, higher the NP. So closing stock is overvalued by 20,000. So GP is over, NP is over. तो अब इसको क्या करना है? Minus. This is a nice problem. I'll solve it in notebook. Some problems I'll be solving it here only, right? So for that reason, I'm saying that take a notepad, pen, calculator, and with this, you all are not listening to this lecture for inter. You all are preparing to get CA CMA degree in front of your name. For that, you have to write 4 exams of final. In that, you have to attempt DT paper. And for that, this mindset is going to be very helpful. Trust me. तो ये एडलेस जो मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ ना, इसको लिख के सॉल्व करो, ठीक है? Rates and taxes. This one includes GST liability of 5,000 paid on 1st May 23. So this they are talking about section which one? 43B. 43B says if any outstanding payments are there in March, they need to be paid before due date of filing the return. If they are not paid before due date of filing the return, then they will be disallowed. So here you have paid it by 1st May. So this is allowed. We just have to write a note. Municipal taxes are included in this. Municipal taxes are allowed as expense, but in house property, not in business head. So other head related expenses, if they are debited, add back. Why add back and disallow? Because this deduction you're going to get in the house property. Done? Chalo. Administrative expenses include 25,000 paid as donation. Okay. Donation is not allowed as business expense. As it is National Children's Fund, National Defense Fund, directly you can claim a deduction in 80G. Payment for laptop. Oh, laptop purchased, you need to capitalize in the books. By mistake, they have charged in administrative expenses. So add back 60,000 because it's a capital expenditure, by mistake charged off to the P&L. Okay, rectification of errors. है ना? So add back karo. But if you add back laptop expenses, that means rightly you have capitalized now. Will you charge depreciation on that? Yes. And what's the depreciation on laptop? 40%. And then we have to check the date of purchase. Because if it is used for less than 180 days, then iska 50%, matlab 20% depreciation will be allowed. Dear student, years I have been teaching. Today's class, even if you have completed writing exam, even if you are going to write CMA exam, I am giving you the trick how a student's mindset should read the question paper and analyze. मैं आपको ट्रिक, मैं कैसे पढ़ रही हूं, जैसे स्टूडेंट पढ़ेंगे माइंड में एनालाइज करेंगे, ठीक है, राइट. Live chat is also on, dear students, and those who are connected in Zoom, you also please keep answering, keep it active. अब हो गया, मैंने ये किया वो किया, please don't talk. The reason we are discussing the paper is to give you that boost. Okay, what you have done now, definitely you should check after all the exams are over, so that, and especially this is going to be very helpful for May 24. So many of you have already completed the coaching of direct access. So check what you have studied and keep noting down for yourself what is the area where you need to study more. Done? Promise? Chalo. Transport charges include 30,000 paid in cash. It is allowed. Again, we should write a note, because transport charges up to 35,000 in a single day is allowed in cash, and other cash expenses are allowed till 10,000. He incurred a loss of 8,000 on equity shares, which were purchased on 10/6. 10/6 ko kharide 22, 10 February. So within a year, you have sold these shares and there's a loss. So this is short-term capital loss, which you will carry forward. Can you set off short-term capital loss in business head and house property and all? Answer is no. So for this also we will write a note. Depreciation includes 1,200 depreciation on trademark, which is charged at 15%. Patents, copyright, trademarks, they are all to be depreciated at 25%. So, ma'am, but ये trademark का cost कितना है? They have not given. Now, here is the magic of cross multiplication. Yeah, 15% के हिसाब से the depreciation is 1,200, which they have already charged. So, how much is the depreciation as per 25%? Can you calculate? 1,200 into 25 divided by 15. 2,000. So 2,000 depreciation you need to deduct, and 1,200 wrong depreciation you need to add back, or you can take the difference. Okay. You know, this is a very small trick ki don't try to take differences. Kabhi kabhi galti ho jati hai, like opening and closing. Some students, they net off and take. So net off mein credit jata hai. Why to worry? Simply do add and deduct. Add back wrong depreciation 1,200, deduct correct depreciation 2,000. He deposited 50,000 in PPF, ATC, it is allowed. He has taken LIC for 60,000. Both will be allowed, dear students. How much is the ATC limit? 1,50,000. He paid interest 70,000 on the loan for higher education. E for education. 80E. So 80E interest is allowed for 8 years. So 17, 18 se abhi tak 8 years are not over. Year ending 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 tak you can claim. So 80E mein you will get this deduction. Problem is really easy, but I am telling you, while solving it, it will take 15-20 minutes. Digest and go. I told you ना कि आपको 100 marks के लिए 180 minutes are there. For 100 marks means for every 1 mark you are having 1.8 minute. तो 14 marks के लिए वैसे भी आपके पास how much time is there? 25 minutes. 25 minutes you will be able to complete. And somewhere I am telling you the answers are very easy, where even if it is 4 marks, you might complete it in 3 minutes. How is my speed? So many of you are live, but can you please comment? Please comment. Is my speed fine? Are you all following? Shall we go to notebook and solve it? There's a different kind of focus when you attend a live class. बस एक ट्रेंड चल रहा है, जैसे कुछ कुछ ट्रेंड्स चलते हैं ना कि हाँ हमको 1.25 एंड 2 स्पीड पे देखना है, and then the other time goes where we don't know, dear students, so don't do that beta. Chalo, compute the total income. If business profit is computed as per normal provisions, add and less, and he opts for 115 BAC, new tax regime. Huh? where for every 2,50,000 the tax rate is going up for 5%, and deductions he will not get. New tax regime में you don't get chapter 6A deductions, ये ATC ये सब कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Or he opts for business profit under presumptive taxation 44 AD and does not opt for 115 BAC. मतलब business है presumptive और बाकी सब normal. ठीक है. Business profit is computed as per normal provisions and he does not opt for 115. This is like routine problem what we solve, no, in the old tax regime. Okay, those who are writing on May 24, now the new tax regime is only the default. Which one is beneficial? So let us do all the three. I take 99.9% classes live. I don't believe in recording and then correcting and then uploading. No. So can we make sure that you all subscribe to the channel and attend the amendment lectures in the upcoming week for direct tax and GST also in live classes. When you attend the live classes, there's a different kind of focus, dear students. Until now, is everything clear? Yeah, this one is a lengthy problem. I can't solve it there itself. So I'm going to the notebook. You also take your notebook and देखते हैं टाइम भी कितना लगता है इसको. ठीक है, चलो. This is like November 2023 DT question paper for CA Inter. We are solving it live and we are doing question number 1 with option 1. What is the option 1? Computation of income to normal hai, but he goes for section 115 BAC. That is the new tax regime. Okay. So computation of income of Mr. Pramod. And the previous year is 2022 and 23. Okay. Right. You can calculate the headwise income in the working and then write it, or you can have triple columns and innermost column for the working and outer that way. आज हम क्या करेंगे? Working में करेंगे. So let us start computing the main income and he opts for 115 BAC. तो deduction वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा. First is let us compute income from house property in working note 1. Why it is better to do, dear students, in working note 1? Because तीनों options में whatever combinations, gravies are ready. किसको कहीं कुछ भी मिला के नया नया बना दो. Income from business head, normal. मतलब he is not going for presumptive taxation in working note 2. And then you have income from other sources. That is the rent of the furniture. That is only one item, so we can skip making the working note. Rent from furniture, if you receive, you take it in income from other sources, and that is 1,20,000. So you will get the gross total income, and this will only be your total income. Why, ma'am? Because in new regime, you don't get ATC to ATU deductions. Now, over to working note 1. Let us compute income from house property very carefully so that we can use wherever you like. Whenever I start with income from house property, Sarthi batch में हमने कैसे मंत्रा की तरह ये किया था. Fair rent, municipal value, whichever is high. That or standard rent, whichever is low. That or actual rent, tuck, tuck, tuck. Don't make all that format because Dipti ma'am made you learn that in Sarthi taxation batch. No, please. Because here they have not given all that options. Just writing the format and putting the dash, don't waste your time, beta. Today's class, if I can give you the mindset कि क्या लिखना है, क्या नहीं लिखना है, क्या छोड़ना है, कैसे question paper पढ़ना है, then I have done my job and you also can comment below. ठीक है? चलो. Income from house property. Rent from the house property directly is given to you 1,80,000. So we take it as GAV, gross annual value. Less municipal taxes, there we will disallow, but here it will be allowed because they are paid by the owner. So NAV is 1,73,000. NAV का standard deduction, irrespective of actual expenses, NAV में you get 30% standard deduction. Promise you all are using the calculator and calculating and not copying, because final exam you only have to do it, है ना? Right. Is there any interest on loan? No. So what is the income from house property? 121, 100 is the income from house property. There is no question of loss. 121, 100. Next, working note 2, normal business income. No, we are not computing that presumptive and all, but this person is opting for normal. So always start with net profit as per your books of accounts. Net profit as per books of account is 10,46,000. Okay. Some add, some less. So add ke liye at least 5-6 lines I will leave, and then I will write less. Are you all with me? Now in Sarthi business head first video in 15 minutes. It's a challenge. I have given the best of the format and example ki lifelong inter or final में कभी confusion नहीं होगा कि when to do add and when to do less. हाँ, but you have to watch that if you can spare 15 minutes. It's a promise. Ma'am, कहाँ मिलेगा? Sarthi taxation match free YouTube videos playlist is there. In that business head first video, heads are written in the topic only. Pakka dekho 15 minutes. Because if I do that, I'll go in teaching mode. My intention is to solve the paper. Hai na? So net profit. Now remove all the kachra, that is credit side. They have given the rent of income from house property, which is taxable in other head. Upar. Then rent of the furniture also you remove it from here. Remove the rent of the furniture because that is also taxable separately. Okay, right. Now all the sales are account pay, wo to ho gaya. Opening stock is overvalued. So if you reduce opening stock, if you reduce expense, the profit will increase. Opening stock overvalued. How many of you are going straight from here to the non-integrated? Add and less. Opening stock overvalued. तो ओपनिंग स्टॉक की वैल्यू कम करो कि ये तो प्रॉफिट पे इंपैक्ट क्या होगा? प्रॉफिट विल इंक्रीज बाय 15,000. Now closing stock have been overvalued, so reduce the closing stock, reduce the profit. One second, dear students. Closing stock overvalued, just reduce it. How much it is? 20,000. Rates and taxes include GST liability of 5,000 paid on 1st May 2023. ठीक है? So GST is so allowed. We are going to write a note for it. So let us write a note over here. Note 1. GST is allowed under section 43B as it is paid before due date of filing return. So that is allowed. Abhi jaake uska note bhi likh liya. So that you know, did you observe one thing, dear students? I'm not jumping the question paper. मैंने credit पढ़ा, फिर मैंने debit पढ़ा, and now I'm going to adjustment. I'm not reading it hodgepodge. Huh? So this will come by practice, dear students. The more practice you do for problems, it will come. Yeah, municipal tax, if you have included in the rates, add back because municipal taxes are allowed in house property. Municipal tax disallowed because they are deductible there. Now administrative expenses may, if you have donations, add back because donations are not allowed. 25,000. And add back laptop because it's a capital expenditure. It's not allowed. 60,000. But if you have added back laptop saying it's a capital expenditure, can I allow depreciation on laptop? Yes. And it is used for more than 180 days. So on 60,000, 40%, that's 24,000 will be the depreciation. Transport charges are allowed. So we are in note 2. Note 2. Transport charges 30,000 are allowed even if paid in cash, as limit is 35,000 per day. You have not crossed the limit of 35,000 per day. ठीक है? He incurred a loss of 8,000. This will be straight carry forward. Short-term capital loss on shares carried forward, because you cannot set off this in business set off के rules आ गए यहाँ. 8,000. Next is depreciation. Depreciation on trademarks. Add back 1,200. Depreciation allowed on trademark. It's allowed, but 1,200 is 15%. Allowed is 25%. Kitna? 2,000. Are you all with me? 2,000 is allowed. Nice. चले आगे. That's all. Next is deductions, but deductions तो हमको लेना नहीं है. Ma'am, why you are not taking deductions? Because क्यों नहीं ले रहे हम deductions? Because he's going for the new tax regime. No, I've written on the top, dear students. Add कितना है? 15,000 plus 7,000 plus 25,000 plus 60,000 plus 1,200. 108200. Add plus 10,46,000. 1154,200 and minus is 1,80,000 plus 120. You all are calculating or not? Calculation करना है. 3,46,000. So yes, how much answer you are getting? Put in the chat box. 808200. 808200. This is the business income. But they have asked you to calculate not only the 3 income, even the tax thereon as per the new regime. I know this problem is lengthy and I'm giving so much of explanation. I always go into the teaching mode. One second, some disturbance is there. Please wait, dear students. Just a second, dear students. Something fell down, so it got all disturbed. Chalo, let us continue. I hope the screen and all is clear. Can you message me? Suddenly, I don't know what happened and it fell down. Just 2 seconds, wait, please. Yes. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me properly? Yes. If you can comment in the video. चलो थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा हो गया. The camera fell down actually. ठीक है ना, done. The screen is clear enough. No, nothing to worry. Chalo, let us continue where we were. So here we are in the calculation. Okay, dear students. Once again, income from house property we have calculated. Business head and less just now we have calculated 808200. And rent from furniture directly will come in income from other sources. So how much this is? 808200 plus 1,20,000 plus 121 100. So your gross total income is 10,49,300, and this is only your total income. Why? Because you are paying the tax under section 115 BAC. What is the total income? 10,49,300. 10,49,300. Now, how do we calculate tax over here? 0 to 2.5 lakh. It is going to be nil. First 2.5 lakh. Because the age of Pramod is given to you as 55 years. Okay. Next is 2.5 lakhs to next 5 lakh. On the next 2.5 lakh, it is 5%, 12,500. 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh. On the next 2.5 lakh, it is 10%, 25,000 in the new tax regime. 7.5 lakh to 10 lakh. On the next 2.5 lakh, it is 15%, 37,500. And above 10 lakh on 49,300, it is 20%. Above 10 lakhs, don't take blindly 30%. That is the old tax regime. Right now, it's new tax regime. So 49,300 into 20%. That is 9,860. No question of surcharge. 9,860 plus 37,500 plus 25,000 plus 12,500. So it is 84,860. 84,860 is the tax, and plus 4% cess लगाने के बाद 3,394 plus 84,860. The tax is coming to, tax payable is 88,254, rounded off to 88,250. Tax is to be rounded off in the multiples of. This is option 1 answer. Option 1 answer, that he is opting for new tax regime. Now let us read what is option 2. Option 2 says business head is computing under 4480 and he does not go for new tax regime. So old tax regime, that is our normal tax rate. Option 2, old tax regime. But business head, he wants to go for 4480 presumptive taxation. So in this case, what will be the total income? Can we just copy income from house property? Here we have calculated 121, 100. 121, 100. ठीक है? 1,21,100. Business head, what is the turnover, dear students? 70 lakh 80,000 into percentage कितना है? 70 lakh 80,000. All the payments are received digitally. So 6% you have to show as net profit. If it's part digital, part non-digital, then show 8%. Whole non-digital turnover, then it's like 8%. So 6% he will show. 420 800 as the business income. Income from other sources, furniture का rent तो fix है 120. So now we are getting gross total income in the new tax, old tax regime, sorry, but with presumptive taxation. Okay? Yeah, read the question paper. Any doubt you have, you can ask. Now, deductions. Deductions under section, first is what? ATC. ATC has put the money in PPF. That is 50,000. ATC has put the money in PPF, that is 50,000. LIC, that is 60,000. So 1,10,000 because ATC's limit is 1,50,000. ठीक है ना? हाँ. Next deduction will be ATE, interest on educational loan for 8 years for self, spouse and children. So here is taken for spouse, allowed. Next is ATG. ATG, 4 categories are there. So this donation, National Children's Fund, directly is deductible 100%, 25,000. In business head, donations are not allowed as expense. So we have added back. Now we have deducted. Done? $4,60,900. Nice, clear to all of you? 4,60,900 is your 4,60,900. We write here, this is your total income. And now calculate normal tax on this. Up to 2,50,000, the tax calculation. I'm just continuing there only to make it quick. Nil. Now balance 4,60,000 minus 250. So on the balance 210,900, 5% comes to 10,545. So tax is coming to 1045. Now a crucial thing which students generally miss out. What is that? Huh? Will you get a rebate? Yes. Resident individual do get rebate if their income is less than 5 lakhs. So definitely he will get a rebate under section 87A. This will change from next year. Right now we are solving it routine. तो आपका tax payable कितना आ रहा है? Nil. I think this option is going to be good. But still they have asked us to do option 3. Option 3 is business income normal, not presumptive. And he does not opt for old 115 BAC. So tax calculate as per old regime. Per business income normal hai. So can we use the option 1 wala part? If business income is normal, can we take gross total income? And can we copy it? Ma'am, can we do like that in exam also? Yes. Gross total income 10,49,300. Just take it. And now let us give all the deductions. ATC, PPF, 50,000, LIC. Easy है problem, but थोड़ा सा lengthy है. ATC. ATE, E for education, 70,000. ATG, already we have written all the detail on the top. ATG अभी हमने लिया ना 25,000. Are you getting? You're paying tax as per the old regime. So 10,49,300 minus 1,10,000 minus 70,000 minus 25,000. 844,300. This is what is your total income. Already it is coming rounded off. Now can we calculate the tax thereon? On 2,50,000 first, basic exemption, the tax is nil. Next, 2,50,000, it is 5%, 12,500. On balance, 344,300, 5 lakh से 10 lakh तक, 20%, and that comes to 68,860 plus 12,500, 81,360. ये तो टैक्स आ रहा है प्लस 4% सेस 81,360 into 4%, 3,254. So tax is coming to 84,614, rounded off to 84,610. 84,610. चले आगे. Yeah, I took 25 minutes to complete the problem. In between, that camera disturbance was there, but still we took 25 minutes with all explanation. Notes, these three you have to write. GST is allowed, transport is allowed, and short-term capital loss cannot be carried forward, and done. Done. So this is option 3. How much tax you are paying? 84. Option 2, nil. And option 1, 88. So which option he will go for? Option 2. Ma'am, I did the whole problem. I missed writing conclusion. 12 out of 14 marks. Conclusion पूछा है तो लिखो ना. Which option is advantageous? Mr. Pramod should opt for option 2 as tax is nil. Income is less and you're saving on the tax. So opt for that. Nice. That's all for this problem. Anyone is having any doubt? पूछो कोई डाउट है तो. चलें आगे. Yeah. Next question is simple, so we'll be doing it here only. Just state yes or no whether transactions can be treated as income deemed to accrue or arise. This 4 marks and the next, that 3 marks and this 4 marks. So 7 marks are residential status and this 3 marks are also half marks. So scoring. Income tax paper is lengthy, but jitna stepwise marks yahan pe hai na, it's not there in any other exam. So that's one of the best scoring part. Higher charges. Acha, do you remember what is the income deemed to accrue or arise in India? Take a look at here. I'm revising the provision in just 1 minute. Dekho. If that income is received in India or deemed to be received, accrued or deemed to accrue, to India mein hi hoga. And if one non-resident is making payment to resident for the project in India, it's accruing in India. Yeah, one non-resident is making payment to another non-resident, interest, royalty, all. But then that purpose is in India, royalty or that loan interest is used in India and all. It's going to be taxable. So some 3-pointer lines are given. It's a challenge. Again, I'm saying, मैम आप क्यों ऐसे बार बार बोलते हैं? क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि मैं क्या लेवल का पढ़ा रही हूँ. So just check second lecture of Sarthi video, residential status. And if it is not clear, put me a message, ma'am, it's not clear. If it is clear, put me a message. Yes, residential status is super duper. 3 points may I have made you right there. Now that much detailed explanation we are not going. Chalo, let us check this. Higher charges are paid outside India for use of the machinery situated in India. I may be paying the higher charges to a non-resident, but the use is in India. Is it taxable in India? Yes. Just write 1, yes. 2, no. Don't write everything. Is it clear? Right. Income of a non-resident and non-citizen of India from shooting of cinematography film in India. So we know that this is exempt. Foreigners coming to India, shooting Hollywood movie in India and going in the jungles of India. Hota hai na aisa? So sharing of news, views, shooting of cinematography, these are specifically exempt. So no, it's not accrued in India. Capital gain arising through transfer of property, place of registration and place of payment is all outside India. Buyer may be outside India, seller may be, but property kahan hai? India mein. Is it taxable in India? Yes. Allowances are paid by government to a citizen of India for services rendered outside India. It is not taxable. Please remember, government of India paying salary outside India fully taxable. But allowances are exempt under section 10 clause नहीं है. Subsection 7. ठीक है ना? 10(7) में allowances paid outside India are exempt, and 10(17) में allowances, whatever payment is received by MPs and MLAs, it's taxable in income from other sources, but allowances there also are exempt. Oh, this comes now and then every exam. Past profit, untaxed profit brought to India. So this is not income. Past untaxed profit, someone has earned in foreign country and he might have paid tax there, but it's not taxed in India. So that capital, if he brings to India, it's a remittance. It is not income. It's a capital receipt. So no, it's not taxable. Once again, past untaxed profit, I always give the best example is DDLJ movie dekhi hai, Dilwale Dulhaniya, Shah Rukh Khan. Say Amrish Puri stays 20 years in London. He's earning there, he's paying tax over there, he winds up everything and comes to Amritsar. So when he winds up and comes to Amritsar, whatever profit he has earned in that foreign, that past period profit, untaxed income brought to India, does he bring that capital to India? Does he bring his foreign income to India? Yes. Is it earned in India? No. So it's just a remittance. It is called as a receipt, not taxable. Gift received by non-resident on the occasion of wedding. If the individual receives gift from any person on the occasion of wedding, it's not taxable. Now tell me, how much time you will take to quickly write this? Yes, why, yes, no. 3 minutes, hai na? Chalo. Sanjay has following income. This is also residential status. Compute the income of Sanjay, not ordinary resident and non-resident. No, Dipti ma'am ने सिखाया है 3 column बनाना है. But in exam, if they have asked you 2 column, make 2 column, don't do extra. So we will make the first column for resident but not ordinary resident, and second column is non-resident. Interest on England development bonds, 1/3 is received in India. So what's received in India is taxable for both, and what is not received is not going to be taxable because he is resident but not ordinary resident. This reminds me of that table. Yes, yes, no, no. What is the difference, dear students, in income of resident but not ordinary resident, non-resident? If income is received outside India, accrued outside India, from a business which is controlled in India, then resident but not ordinary resident will pay tax. Interest is received from non-resident 5,000 against a loan given for him to run a business in India. Interest is received by non-resident, but he has given a loan, but where that loan is used in India. So non-resident is earning through India. it is deemed to accrue in India and it is taxable. I don't know what's happening today. Okay. Royalty received from Akhil, a resident, for technical services given to run a business outside India. Royalties received from Akhil. Sanjay is receiving royalty from a non-resident outside India, income accrued outside India, and it is received outside India, and he himself is a non-resident. Even resident but not ordinary, they will not pay the tax because neither income is accruing in India nor it is received in India. Income from business in Sri Lanka, 25,000, out of which 15,000 were received in India. So 15,000 तो दोनों के लिए taxable हैं. Business is in Sri Lanka, but business is controlled from India. 15 तो दोनों के लिए taxable है because it is received in India, and remaining 10, even if it is businesses outside India, it is received outside India, but it is controlled from India, no? Resident but not ordinary. Done. 25 and 35 and 40 and 50,000, and here it will be 40,000. How easy! Ma'am, you have completed 7 marks problem in 10 minutes. 7 into 1.8. We have 13 minutes time and we completed in 10 minutes. That too with lot of explanation and revision. So this is professional exam. It's going to be easy. One very important tip I want to share with all of you over here, dear students, and that is, if you feel, ma'am, this is very easy, I know this very well, residential status is my favorite, please start with that. That will give you a boost. Paper character को भी आपका knowledge समझ में आएगा. Whatever you know, start with that. If you feel question number 1 is time consuming and you are a little doubtful, do it later. It's compulsory to do. It's not compulsory to do first. है ना? मैम आप ये बहुत बार बोल चुके हैं तो सोच लो कि इम्पोर्टेंट है, लर्न कराना होगा, इसलिए दीप्ति मैम रिपीट कर रहे हैं. All right. So question number 2, 7 marks was residential status and 7 marks is TDS, which is like super. Discuss the TDS, state the applicable provisions and give brief reason also. It's a 3-mark question. So XY is a partnership firm and details of transactions are given. XYZ ka gross turnover is 12 lakh in the previous year. Previous year, if your turnover exceeds 10 crore, yeah, and gross business turnover for this year is only 9 crore. Ignore. कितना extra data दिया है to confuse you. Mindset of reading the question paper is an art. तो क्या करना है आपको? You have to check last year's turnover. Your financial year is 22-23. This year, what is my turnover? I'm not bothered. Last year, did my turnover cross 10 crore? Yes. Then this year, whatever I am going to sell, okay, right? 194Q we will apply. Above 50 lakhs sale. Kitna TDS katega? 0.1%. This is the rule. Gross turnover of ABC Limited in last year was only 6 crore. Otherwise, they can apply section 206C1H. Yaad hai? Tax collected at source. If the seller's turnover is exceeding. So here we are the buyer and we have purchased. First we made advance payment 40 lakhs. What will be the TDS? Nil. Next bill 20 lakhs. In this 10 lakhs tak chhod do. On the next 10 lakhs 0.1%. 10 lakhs ka 10% is 1 lakh 1000. Barabar hai na? And on 12 lakhs it is 0.1% 1200. So 2200 TDS is to be deducted under 194Q. In brief, definitely you can write the pointers. Is it super duper easy? Right. Next we have, what will be your answer if the gross turnover of XYZ in 21-22 includes 4 crore towards supply of material for charitable purpose? आप charitable के लिए दो या कुछ भी दो. Your turnover has exceeded 10 crore, no? Answer is same. Doesn't matter. Your turnover exceeded 10 crore. Now, MJ, a part-time director, was paid an amount of 2,49,000 as commission on sales. Commission on sales, dekhte se student 194H. It's wrong. He's a director, which was not in the nature of salary. If director receives anything in the form of salary, TDS is deducted in 192. He received in as a director. And for you remember, so which provision is applicable here? 194J, professional payments. And 30,000 limit is not there for director's payment in 194J. So how much TDS we will be deducting here? 10%. 2,49,000 ka 10%, 24,900 TDS deduct. I think I should have also started with question number 2 so that you all enjoy and then we can solve in detail. But Dipti ma'am की तो आदत है कि हम क्या करते हैं हम क्या करते हैं पहले हमेशा टफ पार्ट बड़ा पार्ट फर्स्ट सॉल्व करते हैं. You suggest as you like. I think you would have enjoyed and got a more boost if I would have directly started with this question. It's actually very easy. Kumar, a senior citizen aged 86 years, is retired. You remember? 194P. P for pension. If the person is retired above 75 years, he's just getting pension income. And in the same bank, he's getting saving and FD interest. Then he will not file his return. Whatever is his annual tax will be deducted and paid by the bank under 194B. This is a latest amendment of last year. इसीलिए बोलते हैं कि 1-2 साल के amendment ध्यान से करो. This is not this year's 21-22 years amendment. He gets a pension of 72,000 per month. What exactly state applicable provisions and give reason कि कितना TDS cut होगी. तो 194P में तो पूरा tax divide by 12. There is no rate. So let us quickly do it. 72,000 into 12 is getting pension. In that will he get the 50,000 ka standard deduction? Yes. Because he is not opted for 150. अगर new regime में है तो deduction नहीं मिलेगा. 8,14,000. Interest on saving account is SB account is this. And he has made FD. FD का interest कितना है देखो. 10 लाख की FD कराए हैं 7% 1 जुलाई से. So 9/12. 10 lakh into 7% into 9 divided by 12. That comes to 52,500 plus 15,000 plus 8,14,000. 881,500. And he's not gone for new regime. So quickly, can we calculate the tax? Yes. 80 TTB मिलेगा ना इसको. He's a senior citizen. 80 TTA is for normal citizen, only saving account interest up to 10,000. And 80 TTB is senior citizen 50,000 straight deduction. बिल्कुल मिलेगा. 831,500 पे tax calculate करो. He's a senior citizen. So up to 5 lakhs the tax is nil. And balance 331,500 पे 20%. 66,300 into 104%. Tax is coming to 68,952. 68,950 divide by 12. 5,746 will be paid every year. Like that. How is it? Have I gone little fast? Can you comment below? Nice, no? Was it easy or not? Question number 2. See, they have clearly said you have to MCQs तो OMR शीट पे आपको मार्क करना है. Section A. Question number 1 is compulsory and any 2 questions. 14 into 228. 2, 3, 4. So 2 question is so easy. I feel you should start with the second question in exam. मैम तो आप क्यों फ्लो में कर रहे हैं? आप वो कर रहे हैं, पेपर सॉल्व कर रहे हैं. You get 15 minutes reading time. That time you make best choice. Question number 3A. This is a beautiful simple question for capital gain. चलो solve करते हैं. Arya, a resident aged 58 years, sell unlisted shares. Unlisted shares, the holding period above 2 years, long term जाएगा. Private sector. So sale consideration I am writing 10 lakh. The shares were brought on 1st August for 2 lakh. And Arya has paid expenses for brokerage 2,000. So what is the net sale consideration? 9,98,000. Aryan deposited 5 lakh in the capital gain account scheme. Okay. Before filing the return. And on 30th April, he withdrew 4,50,000 and purchased a residential house on 1st May. Okay. So when did he transfer? 17th May 22. Within 2 years, he has purchased the house. So he's selling the shares and buying the house. So which exemption? 54F. Sell anything and buy house, but you should not have more than one house. Now, can we take indexation? Normally we don't take in shares, but यहाँ पे है because these are unlisted shares. For 2012 में खरीदे हैं 10 lakh के लिए. 2012 index is 200 and now it is 2223. It is 331. 200 has become 331. 10 lakh has become how much? So 10 lakh into 331 divided by 200. So it is 16 lakh 50,000. 16 lakh 50,000. बराबर है? नहीं है? गलत है? What is the cost? Oh, sorry, I took the sale consideration. The cost is 2012 he has purchased for 2 lakh. 2 lakh into 331 divided by 2. Now it's correct. 3,31,000 minus 9. So your long-term capital gain is coming to 6,67,000. Now, 54F is the only deduction which is like cross multiplication. What is your net sale consideration? 9,98,000. And what is your long-term capital gain? 667. 6,67,000. बराबर है? And how much you have invested in the capital gain account scheme? If you are not able to put the money, you can put it before due date of filing the return in capital gain. You still get a deduction कि अभी अच्छा घर नहीं है, जब मिलेगा ले लेंगे. 5 lakh. So you know proportionate deduction you get in 54F. If your sale consideration net, not gross, was 998 and capital gain is this much, why did you invest only 5 lakh in the house? This is like insurance claims, average clause. So just cross multiply and take the deduction. 6,67,000 into 5 lakh divided by. So you are getting a deduction 334,168. 6,67,000. So taxable long-term capital gain is 332,832. 332,832 is the capital gain you can round off. Now, what is the amount of capital gain that they have asked? and tax treatment with the unutilized. In April 24, what happened? He has withdrawn 4,50,000 to purchase the house. So 50,000, he claimed the exemption, but he didn't use it, no? So that will become taxable, but not straight 50,000. जैसे भी you have got the capital gain. In 5 lakh house CGS में जो पैसे डाले थे, how much capital gain is exempt? 334,168. Are you all with me? 5 lakh is the investment and this is the capital gain which is exempt under section 54F. So how much investment got wasted? 50,000 which you didn't utilize. So 33,417. This will become taxable in 2425. Followed, it will become taxable as short-term capital gain. Whenever it is revoked, it's taxable as short-term capital gain and it will become taxable. Nice problem, no? Break you all want? 6:30 we started in the evening and it's 8 o'clock. How many more questions are there? MCQs I have not received. If you share the MCQs, I'll solve that also. Yeah. I think we can complete at a stretch and then leave. Chalo. We are going to the B part. So this time, question number 3A was for 4 marks. Capital gain, especially 54F exemption. Yes, stepwise marks are there. Net sale is correct, 1 mark. Indexation correct, 1 mark. बिल्कुल है. Oh, this is a retirement benefit problem. और इसमें काफी calculations भी हैं. कितने marks के लिए? 6 marks. Miss Neelam is a resident of Delhi and she worked till 1992. काफी in-depth problem है. But if you know the provisions, if you have done repetition, you will score well marks. Only thing students need is practice in taxation. All the students are good in concept. So Miss Neelam, a resident of Delhi, was employed by LMN Limited up to 15 March. At the time of leaving LMN, she was paid 3,50,000 as leave salary, out of which 59,000 was exempt. Whatever leave salaries received earlier and exempt, that much you will get less exemption. I mean, say leave salary is exempt 3 lakh. Next year se limit change ho rahi hai from the financial year 23-24. That all I don't want to discuss. You'll get more confused. But अभी के लिए तो इसको हम नवंबर के प्रोविजन के हिसाब से सॉल्व कर रहे हैं. So suppose 3 lakh तक leave salary is exempt. 59,000 you have already claimed earlier. So next time, see 3 lakh is the leave salary exempt for the lifetime. So next time, how much will be exempt? 2,41,000. All are with me? Thereafter, she joined CD Limited and received 4,14,000 as leave salary. In addition, she received gratuity also, but she is not covered under payment of gratuity. So covered and not covered. Huh? If she is not covered, then completed years you have to take, fraction you have to ignore, and per year's salary multiplied by 15 by 30 you have to take. Government limit for gratuity is 20 lakhs. Following information is available. Average salaries received during 11 months is given. Yeah, but for leave salary, very careful point, very minute but very, ये problem थोड़ा सा छोटा ही है लेकिन बहुत in depth है, बहुत in depth है. Leave salary में you have to take average salary of the last 10 months, and for gratuity you have to take average salary of last 10 months ignoring last month. So here you have to take basic DA commission. अब DA commission तो है नहीं, but you have to ignore the December month salary. तो एवरेज सैलरी भी अलग अलग निकलेगा ग्रेचुटी और उसके लिए. नाउ यू हैव रिसीव्ड लीव एंटाइट 7 months तो इग्नोर कर दो. लीव एंटाइटलमेंट 45 days. But as per the leave salary section, how much it is allowed? 30 days per year multiplied by 14. I'm going to solve this problem in notebook because it's really nice. 420. How much leave is availed or allowed? Huh? 90 days. 90 days is allowed in this year. So how much leave is pending? 330 days, and if you take 30 days per year, you can take 11 months. As you wish, you can. Leave at the credit. Abhi bhi jama pada hai 18 months. Ma'am, then why you are getting, array dear students, 18 months leave at the credit is coming as per 45 days, and they have given this to confuse you. You may get, your company is like, array 60 days per year le lo, 75 days per year le lo. No, as per the act, leave salary allowed is only 30 days per year. Even if they give 45 days and all, as per their credit, it is correct. 18 months. I can calculate and show कि वो correct है, वो नहीं करना है. But this is given to confuse. Leave at the credit, we will calculate as per 30 days. चले आगे. She received 520 from unrecognized provident fund. Unrecognized provident fund कौन सा एग्जाम है कि जिसमें पीएफ नहीं है? Salary chapter is equal to PF. So unrecognized provident fund, whenever it is received, how it is taxable? Waterfall. Employer's contribution to unrecognized provident fund and interest thereon. This is taxable under salary, profit in lieu of salary. Employer's contribution. Why did he give you in URPF and interest thereon? It will be taxable in salary. Employee's own contribution is coming back. I only gave 1 lakh, 1 lakh is coming back, is not my income. Interest on employee's own contribution, income from other sources. I've made this magic wala video. Every Saturday I'm taking a live class where I pick up some concept like PF, like virtual digital asset, like interest on note, which is very important, and I feel every student have got a right to have 100% crystal clear clarity on these topics. So watch the video this Saturday also, it will be there. 11:30 to 12 I'm always live on Saturday. If you have any doubt, anything for the new scheme, ये वो जो doubt है सब डाल. पर बहुत अच्छा problem है. Are you getting how I'm discussing more for this problem? Some problems I did orally, but here I'm taking more things. ठीक है? चलो. Average salary वाला clear है? Of course I'm going to solve it. You are required to compute her total income. Now you know the pitfall with the students is generally they multiply the salary by 12. Now here she has received the salary from February to July. Will we take February? No. We will take April to July. April, May, June, July. 4 months. And August, September, October, November, December. 5 months. Our financial year is 20 to 23. Ma'am, but she has received earlier to that will be taxable in the last years. Then why did they give you? For purpose of average salary calculation. चलो ये प्रॉब्लम को नोटबुक में करते हैं, यहाँ हॉच पॉच में नहीं होगा क्योंकि बहुत ही अच्छा प्रॉब्लम. क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B. आई एम सॉल्विंग इट इन नोटबुक. If you have left it in choice till now, solve it. No. Salary and business head are very important for all the finance students. चलें आगे. Computation of income of Miss Nilima. Previous year 22-23. Okay. Yeah, let us take the basic salary. Basic salary. April, May, June and July. 4 months. 22,600 into 4. 90,400. August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. It is increased to 22,900 into 5. 10 months we will take वो calculation के लिए 1,14,500. This is the basic. D and all is not there. Now unrecognized provident fund. Employer's contribution. How much is employer's contribution? 2,10,000. And interest on employer's contribution 50,000. ठीक है, चलो इसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे? Leave salary received. How much is leave salary received in our column? 4,14,000. Less exempt under section 10 A working note 1 और ये taxable आ जाएगा. Same way, gratuity. Gratuity is received also, dear students, and it's not covered. Gratuity is received 12 lakhs. Less exempt under section 10. Working note 2. This is working note. बस की और कुछ? What you get, you call it as gross salary. Should we give the standard deduction? Yes, because ignore 115 VAC they say. So give standard deduction 50,000 and you have to compute the total income. So you will get the net taxable salary और फिर straight add करो income from other sources. How will you add income from other sources? Employees contribution is exempt, but employees contribution का जो interest है ना 60,000, it is taxable in income from other sources, and then you get the total income. There are no ATC to ATU deductions. Now let us continue with working note 1. Leave salary exemption. A bid. Actual amount received. How much is the actual leave salary received? 4,14,000. B bid. What is the government limit? Government limit till last year. Now it is 25, but last year तो 3 lakh था. और वो 3 lakh में भी 59,000 earlier you have claimed exemption and they have allowed also. So this is the lifetime limit. So 3 lakh minus 59,000. So 2,41,000 is the government limit for leave salary. Any doubt until now? What the way I am writing? Now average salary of 10 months, including the last month. So 9 months तो we have taken. But for average salary, April की जगह March का भी salary लेंगे. तो how much we will take for March? 22,600 क्योंकि February से ही change हो गई है. 22,600 into 5 and 22,900 into 5. Please have the question paper with you so that you can make the best benefit of this work what I am doing, and share this video with your friends who are having confusion कि exam कैसे गया. तब नहीं, exam के दिन आप बोलोगे मैं paper solve करूं तो first group के बाद भी I will not do. So promise. Why divide by 10? Because you have to calculate the average salary. But average salary of the 10 months is 227,500. Per month will come to 22,750. ठीक है. अब the bit. Leave allowed as per 30 days. I am again saying they may allow 45 days. You have to allow 30 days for completed years. Completed years. है ना? So leave allowed for 30 days as per the completed years. कितने years complete हुए? 14 years. 14 into 30. 420 days. Less availed. How much actual leave availed? As per 45 days या कोई भी, पर actual में 90 days की leave तो years availed. So how much is leave at credit? 330 days. Or you can take it as 11 months. Please don't take leave credit 18 months because it's printed in the question paper. No. $330 days. Or 11 months. Average salary 22,750 into 11 months. और 330 days लिए तो divide by 30 करना. 250 it is coming. Least is exempt. 227,500. Average salary is exempt. Excuse me. 227,500. 186,500 is taxable leave salary. Once again, I want to repeat because thoda sa tricky tha. Actual amount of leave salary. Government limit is for the lifetime. So if you have received earlier, you have to reduce it. Average salary you have to take off 10 months and average salary into completed years. What is leave allowed is 30 days, maybe 45 days, but availed is actually. You can't say कि 45 days के लिए इतना allowed and all. So leave at the credit and least. Now I'm doing working note 2. Gratuity received. How much is exempt? And he is not covered under the payment of the gratuity. So first one is the actual amount. How much is the actual amount of the gratuity received? 12 lakhs. Second is the government limit. Government limit for gratuity is how much? 20 lakhs. Third is क्या करें कि ना करें? Yeah, for every completed years you have to take first average salary. Average salary of 10 months bracket में ignoring last month. So you cannot directly take average salary. Ma'am, we have calculated up, no? And that is 22,750. That is the average of the last 10 months. But for gratuity, you have to take average salary because it's not covered. If it is covered, you have to take last month's salary. If it is not covered, you have to take average salary of the 10 months, ignoring the last months. So 22,600 into 6, pehle up se, and 22,900 into 4. Are you all clear? Last 5 months it's 22,900. तो last month छोड़ दो, उसके पहले के 4 महीने, like that you have to calculate. Either retirement benefit, they didn't ask this time allowances and employer giving asset to employee, पर वो भी पूछते हैं कभी कभी. Retirement benefits कम पूछते हैं, but इस बार पूछ लिया. 135,600, put it in memory. 22,900 into 4. थोड़ा सा मैं ब्रीफ में कर रही हूँ. 227,200 divide by 10. Average salary is coming to 22,720. So third is average salary into completed years into 15 by 30. If they are covered under Gratuity Act, we take 15 by 26. Here 15 by 30 into 14 into 15 divided by 30. So 159,040. Correct? So which one is exempt? Least. Average salary multiplied by completed years, ignore the fraction, into 15 by 30. Had it been covered, we would have taken last month's salary, completed years with fraction, and 15 by 26. Is my speed fine? And if you feel I've justified, I've done a good job, almost 2 घंटे हो रहे हैं, तो जरूर से ये वीडियो in other groups you share it so that this knowledge reaches and you can get confidence. Ma'am, you are doing, we were not able to do this, that in exam. Then dear students, it is just a matter of practice. The more ye sab, literally I'm saying, not because I'm sitting at this place, just check this and tell me, have I covered all these concepts or not? In Sarthi batch was, when I teach the concepts, it's regular batch, I can't go crash course. So retirement benefit के वक्त बार बार आपको बताया था कि these are for the lifetime. हाँ, चलो, तो कितना exempt होगा बेटा? Gratuity 159,040 out of 12 lakh receipt. So taxable is 10,40,960. अब पूरा सैलरी टैक्सेबल कर लो. 90,400 प्लस 1,14,500 प्लस 2,10,000 प्लस 50,000 प्लस 186,500 प्लस 10,40,960. 16,92,360 minus 50,000. 16,42,360 is the taxable salary, plus 60,000 is income from other sources. 17,02,360 is your income. Have they asked you to calculate the tax? No, then don't do extra. Tax पूछे तो ही निकालना, नहीं तो नहीं निकालना. 1 second, dear students. Just remaining 2 problems, if they are easy, we will do it here only. Of course, they are easy. If you say, ma'am, I did everything correct, but retirement benefit, I took full leave salary, तो ठीक है, main answer पे आपके फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, even if you have taken here 3 lakh. But then step-wise marks will go to your students. अगर आप बोल रहे हैं कि आपने 3 लाख में से माइनस नहीं किया और पूरा 3 लाख लिख दिया, तो your answer will not change. Your salary is correct, your total income is correct, but you will lose marks in steps. चलें आगे, right? And now because it's easy, let us quickly do it here. छोटे छोटे problems are the best beautiful part of income taxes. Marks are divided. You can say they are subdivided also, है ना? Right. देखो क्या है ये आपका? From the following, calculate the income from property who is the resident. Dividend of 50,000 is received in 22, but this dividend was declared at the AGM in 21. Now for dividend, 2 seconds, I'll revise everything. Deemed dividend, whenever it is received, it's taxable. Interim dividend, whenever it is received, it's taxable. But final dividend, like in this problem, if it is declared in AGM in October 21, it will become taxable on due basis on 21-22. तो बाद में receipt basis पे वापस taxable नहीं होगा. Clear to all of you, right? So is this dividend taxable? No. ठीक है, आप उसको अच्छे से अब नोट में लिखना. दिस इज वेरी इजी, सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू नोटबुक. एडवांस मनी forfeited 1 lakh. Very well, advance money forfeited after 1st April 2040 is taxable. If it is forfeited before that, you have to reduce it from the cost and then do the indexation. Cash gift is received from non-relative on the occasion of marriage. On occasion of marriage, na exempt. But on occasion of marriage of son, it is taxable. If son is receiving cash gift on the occasion of the marriage, then it's not taxable. Here we have received on the occasion of marriage of son. This was asked earlier in one exam where employer gives to employee some gift on the wedding of the daughter. But diya to employee ko na, taxable. 51,000 is taxable. During financial year, he received 99,000 as pension from the employer of the deceased wife. So if the spouse receives pension, it's called as family pension. 1/3 or 15,000. So 1/3 to 33,000 आता है, or 15,000, whichever is lower, you will get deduction. 99,000 ka 15,000, 84,000 will be taxable. See, look at the watch. 5 minutes you can do this in notebook. 84,000 plus 1,51,000, 2,35,000 is income from other source. Easy है एकदम. कितने marks के लिए? 4 marks and 4 bits. 1 bit. Bit wise marks are there. चलो. Set off and carry forward always comes. और इसका आंसर तो अच्छे से करना है. थोड़ा सा set off and carry forward, I feel first of all you should know the rules कि क्या किस में set off होता है. That if I start teaching, it will take long. And second thing is presentation. Set off means students do mistake in presentation, or either they write too many notes. Not required. 1.5 page solution for this 7 marks not required. हाँ, तो चलो इसको करते हैं साथ में. Income from activity of owning and horse races, where it will be taxable. Income from other source. Crossword puzzle, 30,000 other source. Agricultural income in Haryana exempt. Dividend from domestic company taxable in other source. Expenditure collecting for this dividend not allowed. From dividend only one expense is allowed. Interest on loan you have taken to invest in shares, that too up to 20% of the dividend received. The dividend ke liye any collection expense and all is not allowed. Income from cycling business, okay, business income. Loss from warehousing facility for storage of edible oils. Is it covered under 35 AD? Answer is no. 35 AD में warehousing of agricultural produce, warehousing of sugar, and that manufacturing of fertilizers, not edible oils. So this is routine business loss. Can I set off in this? Yes. Can we set off one business loss and another business income? Answer is yes. Share of loss from PR partnership firm having equal partners. Partnership firms income is taxable in the hands of the firm. So in the hands of the partner it is exempt. तो लॉस भी exempt है ना. पार्टनर काम से वो लॉस का बेनिफिट मेरे को पर्सनल में दो. नो, from the partnership firm, whether you receive income or it's a loss, it's exempt. ठीक है? तो उसके लिए note लिखना होगा. Note ना लिखो तो I feel when you solve the problem in my routine class, I've told you, like agricultural income in India, 25,000 outer column exempt. If you write it in between, you don't have to write then that note and all. ठीक है ना? Following items have been brought forward. Brought forward house property loss. Nothing that you can set off only in house property to carry forward. Loss from owning and maintaining horse races. This you have brought forward. Can you set off this year in horse races? Yes. कितना है? तो 40 में से 37 set off होगा and this will be 3,000. Loss from gambling? No. You have to write a note. These losses are neither carry forward nor set off. Nothing. Unabsorbed depreciation. Yes. You can bring it in the outer column. And unabsorbed depreciation you can set off in any income. ये जो business income आ रही है ना 50,000, इसमें can I set off unabsorbed depreciation? Yes, it can be carried forward for indefinite period. Even if you have not filed the return on time, still you will get carry forward of two losses. One is house property, one is unabsorbed depreciation. Speculative loss carry forward. Followed? तो चलो पहले इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्स ही कर लेते. ये 3,000 टैक्सेबल होगा, ये 30,000 ये एग्जेम्प्ट है, डिविडेंड टैक्सेबल होगा, एक्सपेंसेस. सो व्हाट इज इनकम फ्रॉम अदर सोर्सेस? 48,000. व्हाट इज बिजनेस इनकम? 35,000. 150, फिर लॉस 50 एंड 15 माइनस होगा अनएब्सॉर्ब डेप्रिसिएशन, सो 34. और बस और कोई इनकम है? वन मिनट. सॉरी, आई रियली मिस्ड आउट कि नेक्स्ट पेज पे भी है. मिसेस जय, वाइफ ऑफ जय, got a salary of 1,20,000 from PR Associates. Okay, we are calculating income of Jay. Jay's wife got salary from a firm, but she's not qualified. So will this income be clubbed? एक चीज नहीं छोड़ी. Will this be clubbed and ignore the provisions? Yes. Clubbing पूछा हाँ, set off पूछा हाँ, salary, business head, others, so stuff all. So start with 1,20,000 salary income of wife clubbed in the hands of husband. But when salary income is taxable in my hands, will I get a standard deduction? Yes. So 70,000. This 48,000 and 35,000. 1,53,000 is the total income, and losses carry forward will be हाउस प्रॉपर्टी एंड स्पेक्युलेटिव लॉस. गैम्बलिंग नहीं होगा, छोड़ दो. गैम्बलिंग में कुछ नहीं होगा. These type of classes are थोड़ा सा टायरिंग बिकॉज आप लोग लिखो मुझे ब्रेक मिलेगा, ऐसे तो होता ही नहीं है ना. चलिए साथ में. Nice, no? How many marks this problem was? 7 marks. Super. Chalo. 3 marks. Suraj, an Indian citizen, gave following details. This is ATG deduction. Compute under ATG. Huh? Income from profession and winning from lottery. So what is the gross total income? 11,70,000 plus 70,000. 12,40,000 is the gross total income. ठीक है ना? 12,40,000. Up. Contribution to ULIP. Will you take a deduction? Yes. ATC. 70,000. National Defense Fund. ATG. Direct मिलता है 100%. Check for family planning. If you have paid to government for family planning, you can get 100% deduction, but subject to 10% of adjusted total income. And this is 100% of adjusted total income. This is charitable trust and all 50%. But now first let us calculate what is adjusted total income. Take gross total income. From that reduce long-term and short-term capital gain on shares. Some students have this common idea कि मैम lottery भी निकाल दो. Lottery में you don't get deduction. But for adjusted total income, don't remove the lottery. Please, if I'm differing and when the suggested answer comes, you get to know that it is different, please comment below. I'm reading each and every comment of the students and I'm always responding. It might take 2-3 days time, but I have a schedule for that and I do respond. If not, connect with me in the Telegram. I'm putting so many PDF notes, flowcharts for Sarthi batch and all over there. Sarthi batch is free taxation batch which is conducted in September, October this 22, and all the videos and all the PDF is available in the YouTube and material in the Telegram. ठीक है? तो adjusted total income में give all the other deductions. So only one deduction you will give. 80 से. मैम 80G लेंगे. अरे 80G के लिए तो adjusted total income we are doing. So just remove 70,000. All other deductions and remove long-term and short-term capital gain. Don't remove lottery income. So what is your adjusted total income? 11,70,000 into 10%. Adjusted total income का 10% is called as QA or qualifying amount. How much? 1,17,000. So 1,17,000 is the qualifying amount or 35,000. Whichever is lower is allowed. So 35,000 will be allowed 100%. Family planning and Olympics are allowed 100%. So 35,000 we will take. Now, out of 1,17,000 adjusted total income qualifying amount, 1,17,000 में से 35,000 तो ऊपर यूज कर लिया ना आपने. So what is left for here? 82,000. 82,000 का 50%. 41,000 is allowed. So now don't calculate total income. Compute the deductions. Ma'am, they have asked deductions, but मुझे तो ना total income आ गया तो मैंने कर लिया. Don't do extra. You will lose marks on step. What is total deduction for 80G? These three. So 60,000 plus 35,000 plus 41,000. 1,36,000 is the total 80G deduction. Done? That's all now theory. Now imagine already you have done TDS for how many marks? हमेशा मैं बोल रही हूँ for all the coming exam also 8 marks is the weightage of the TDS. That too latest sections. Old में से 190 for C, 190 for J. That's what they are asking. TDS. What was the weightage? 3, 4 and 7. 7 marks. और अभी जो हम कर रहे हैं. It's looking very colorful, no? Nice question paper all solved. 7 and 4. 11 marks out of 60. From coming exam, it's going to be 50-50. Very soon, I'm coming up with a video for the new paper pattern, for the new scheme, what is to be done and all. So if you subscribe to the channel, you can attend it live and you can get a lot of other benefits also of all the updates. So 11 mark ka weightage for the TDS chapter. So if you take extra time, study, no? Study little extra TDS, TCS, sub. चलें साथ में? Yeah. Explain the provisions of TTS for overseas remittance. There was an amendment here. Now I can go to my notes and show you. We have made a table, no? Overseas remittance up to 7 lakhs for education and all nil. After that 0.5%. and for any other payments also up to 7 lakhs nil, after that 5%. And for tours package and all, whatever amount it is, TCS is collected at the rate of 5%. So all that provision you have to write for 4 months. Never they have asked from return of income question on TRP. Updated return already May attempt they have asked. So November May, I was thinking they will ask PAN and linking and all, but my guess went wrong. They asked about most ignored topic in the return of income, that is TRP. TV serial का TRP नहीं है ये. This is the tax return preparer scheme where government is educating them, giving them certificate, and at a very reasonable price they will help you to file your return. Except tax audit cases, all can file their return with the TRPs. So who are the eligible person, their qualification, and person not entitled. मैम मुझे ये तो याद नहीं था, बट मुझे ये याद था कि ऑडिट वाले केसेस में टीआरपी के पास रिटर्न नहीं भरा सकते, कंपनीज एंड ऑल नहीं भरा सकते. तो राइट दैट, गेट 2 marks. I have failed at 196 one exam, so I know what is this pay. Okay, so we are closing the class here. Left is pending is MCQs. If you send me MCQs, definitely I'll solve it for all of you. And the GST paper. मैम आप हर बार बोलते नहीं करते, ऐसा नहीं है. It's a promise. In December for sure I will solve this GST paper, but it will take time. But GST के लिए one thing I can say, if income tax is lengthy, GST is like pattern. ITC outward, inward, and then set off. IGST in IGST and then SGST. SG उसका 8 marks का question आता है. Then value of supply, it is fixed. In that pitfall is government subsidy and private subsidy and late fees. ये एक fixed है. फिर आपके returns में से e-way bill, e-invoice, theory questions are fixed. Then one from limits, इतना turnover exceed हो रहा है, will they come or not? So like this, you can predict the paper of the GST. I'm not saying you can do it, but if you plan, you can. अब ये कितना simple था. Explain the provisions of reversal of the ITC for non-payment of the tax by supplier. And again, if you don't pay within 180 days to the supplier, it will be reversed. Again, when you pay, you can take the credit. So like this simple registration. Just write these theories in points and you can score super duper well, right? So hope I gave you a lot of inputs. This was just कि मैंने क्या किया था और क्या हुआ. No, for the upcoming exam, how to read the question paper, how to attempt it, what are the points to be written, and how to do it in a precise way to get full out of full marks. And don't residential status के लिए students are writing so many notes. Those extra notes, dear students, are there for you to learn from your study material. ठीक है, right? Upcoming is one more video for IDT. I'm actually very much occupied for the 10th December CMA exams. Right now also all pending doubts are there. Till after the dinner I will clear it by voice note, and I'm having Zoom session with all the CMA students. So please pass it on. That will not be recorded and put up here live in the YouTube. It's only on Zoom. Whatever are your doubts related to DT, IDT, costing, you can clear it with me in a Zoom meet. अब वो Zoom meet कब होगा? All the updates and everything will come in the Telegram. So you can join. Still more doubts are there. 1-to-1 in Telegram. You message me. My number you note down. Any doubts are there, you can connect with us. You know, sometimes you feel, ma'am, this answer I had some conflict and I want to discuss with you. Most welcome. 9290065156 is the concept classes number, WhatsApp number. Please don't call me unnecessary and ask me, ma'am, आप कौन सा कैमरा यूज करते हो रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए and all that. वो सब अभी नहीं, अभी एग्जाम लिखो आप, ठीक है ना? तो 9290065156 पे you message your query detail में with topic. I will clear it with a voice note. And more videos, if you want concrete, good, you know, systematic videos for the upcoming exam, then they are all available in Concept Classes app. You can check it. Live batches are starting for GST, DT, IDT, all in the December 15th के बाद. So for all the updates, you can connect with us in the Telegram group. Okay? Right. So keep watching this space. I have decided to put lot of useful content, and I value every minute of yours. So why some students we will not attend it live, then हम FF करेंगे, speed पे देखेंगे. मुझे लग रहा है मैं वही speed पे पढ़ा रही हूँ, इसमें हमको सुनना चाहिए, right? Any suggestions are welcome. After a lot of improvement in these 2 decades, you can see the confidence what I do in the live class. This is not recording, this is confidence, because I have heard the students what they want, and according to that I'm giving. Of course, what is required for exam, काफी जगह आपने देखा होगा last 2 hours डाटा भी है आपको, ये मत करो, ऐसे मत करो, score well, score super marks, take the knowledge, take the practical knowledge. Skill enhancer series is also starting. So take that benefit, take this benefit, and go to the market and perform, outperform. Yes, no one can come between you and your dreams, right? All the best to all of you. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Bye bye.